Hi, this is Rachelle Scrapcraftastic, and I think it's time for a new craft journal. So this is the journal that I created using a composition notebook. I usually stock up on composition notebooks during back to school season when I can pick them up for 50 cents. I talk about the differences in the paper and composition notebooks in a video that I will link in the description box below. This one I cut down to 6x9 so that it would be easy to customize with scrapbook paper. I made it a little too frou-frou for my everyday use, or for the use that I had in mind by adding this ribbon. It looks nice, but it kind of got in the way. I also found that I didn't necessarily need the tabs for what I was doing, or for the way that I wanted to write in this. So I ended up using it a slightly different way to accommodate the tab dividers. I have some things tucked in here, so the ribbon does come in handy for that. But so far it has held up. I never did come back and put a charm on the bookmark. But again, I think I made it a little too extra for myself. On the inside, it was customized with a pocket here. And then this is what the dividers look like. Okay, it was really easy because all I had to do was fold the 12x12 paper over the page because the paper is already 6 inches wide. And then we also, this is what the back looks like. Let me stick these over here. So this is what the back looks like. It got a secretarial pocket. I like this, and I like the pocket in the front. Also, we made this writing board, and it's held up really well. I think I want to make another one, but in the meantime, I think I'm going to take this one out and use it elsewhere. Okay, so this is the original craft journal that I made here on the channel. I will link to those videos, or that video, all of the videos related to this, in the description box below. So at one point I picked up this Lockbee cover. I think I got it in 2022 during Black Friday. It was really inexpensive at that time. They are pretty pricey, but I was lucky. I got a really good price. I haven't used it very much because I wanted to use this in it, but as you can see, it's slightly too large. I mean, I could make it work, but it's just a little bit too big. So with that in mind, this also came with a notebook, this dot grid notebook. I just haven't used it. I don't know. I think I might have a mental block about using the notebooks that come with my covers. Anywho, snooping around on Amazon, I found these craft composition notebooks. It's a 6-pack, fairly inexpensive, 60 sheets, and they are 8 by 5.75. This is A5, I'm sure. Let me see if the packaging says 5.8 by 8.3. So there you go. A5. So these are not quite that size, but they're close. So let's just take one out and put these back, because this is what I want to work with. So as you can see, there's not that big of a difference in size. Let's put this back. And I'll link to these in the description box below. These are lined. They don't have the rounded corners. You could easily round your corners. It's got a nice craft cover, so it's easy to customize and make it your own. And again, it's small enough to fit in here. So it's not going to fit perfectly like an A5, but it will fit on the elastic, and it won't have any overhang. And I'll be able to close this the way that I want. Okay, so can you see the difference there in size? We're talking about a 1/4 inch on the top and a 1/4 inch on the side, a little more than a 1/4 inch on the side. So fairly close. And I could even take this one out so you wouldn't even notice the difference, and maybe just slide it in here. And these covers from Lockbee are available in passport size. They have pencil cases and other things. I can't remember everything they have, but I like it. It's more of a masculine piece, but I still kind of like it. All right, and then it has the pocket on the back here. I'll try to find the video where I initially got this and link to it. I think I kind of want to take the ribbon out. You can take it out here. So this is a nice sturdy cover. Anywho, okay, back to the notebook. So I am going to attempt to customize this notebook. Let me go ahead. What is this? Oh, this is more packaging that I kept. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my writing board in here. Which side do I want to show? Let's go with this one. All right. And the ribbon, do I want to take it out? I'm gonna leave it for now, but it is a little annoying. So I'm going to cover this, and I was trying to decide if I wanted to cover over the spine area since it's not the traditional black, but I don't know. So I printed 2 of the Freebie Friday designs on sticker paper, and I think I want to use this one for the front cover. She may be a little large, but let's see what happens. So since this is on sticker paper, it should be fairly easy to apply. And these are 1/2 letter size with 1/8 of an inch bleed. I'm just going to trim off the borders so that I can see where I need to trim for the cover. So do I want to go all the way over the edge? I'm not going to have enough to do that anyway. I was just thinking maybe I could make it black, but I don't think that's a good idea. Okay, I think I want to cut some off on this side versus the side where her hand is. I think I'm going to stop there with the trimming and go ahead and stick her down. So I'm just going to start with the top edge. Just get a piece of paper here. I'm surprised at how well that came up. This is not removable paper. So I think I'm just going to trim it off with the scissors. And there we go. Still a little iffy about this border. Let me go ahead and burnish that down, make sure it sticks well. You could also add a little glue stick or your glue of choice just to make sure that it stays in place. I think it should be fine. But yeah, I kind of just want to pop on and share those notebooks that you can get to fit your A5 traveler's notebooks. Again, they are a little small, easy to customize, composition notebook style. I might make a new board so that it looks more mystical like she does. I may cover the back with another scrapbook paper that wraps around the front and that is in keeping more with this look. I think that would be better. Okay, so I've selected a paper pad to use. It's Celestial Skies by Recollections. This is from Michaels and it is from 2022. So, ooh, I kind of like that. Interesting. All right, so I'm just gonna flip through. I already think I'm gonna use this right off the bat. This is what it looks like. I remember doing the flip through for this. Actually, I like that one too. This one could work too. Maybe I'll use this on the inside. This one could work as well. Definitely love that one. Okay. So I have quite a few good choices. Let's pull out this cover. I'm going to set this aside because we don't need that right now. And we're going to figure out what paper. I think this is perfect. Let's just go with this. I'm not going to think about it too hard or overthink it. I'm going to use this one. Now, what I'm thinking is that I can wrap around and cover that. So let's go ahead and trim the paper where it needs to be trimmed as far as the height. So I'm going to just draw a line right there as a guide of where to cut, and then I'm going to take it to my paper trimmer. Okay, so I'm not sure that this cut straight. I think I might have cut it a little bit off, but we shall make it work. Now I wish I had let her go over the edge. Let's see. It's just that she wouldn't have gone over the edge enough. All right, so to get this started, I think I'm going to use double-sided tape because I need this to stick really well. This is a little shiny and slick, so it may not stick well. Just going to use my card to cut it. I don't know what glue I'm going to use to adhere it. I don't really want to use the double-sided tape for the whole thing. I think I'll use a combination of double-sided tape and Fabri-Tac because I know it works and it won't warp the paper. Let's just go for it. Actually, I'm going to put a little Fabri-Tac on here to give me a little wiggle room with the tape, because when the tape goes down it sticks, even though I think I would have a little wiggle room anyway because this is glossy. Okay, so to make sure that my edges get glued well, I'm going to apply the double-sided tape directly to the cover. I'm kind of doing this on the fly. I hope you don't mind. But I am figuring it out as I go. I hadn't tested this. I just kind of thought about it. That's a little crooked, but it is okay because the tape from the front will make up for it. Burnish it down. It also makes it easier to peel the backing off, usually. You see how the tape pulled up off of the glossy binding? So just to be extra sure, I'm still going to go in here and add some more glue here. And then here. Hopefully I won't have any You won't be able to see the lines of the glue because I'm not going to because I'm not going to go in and spread it out. I'm just going to wrap it on around and pull it tight. I think that's going to work. I actually could just go on and wrap this on in the inside as well and cover that. Okay, I can see where the paper is pulling when I fold it. So maybe I can stop that from happening. Try and slide it over a little bit more. Yeah, it's happening anyway. I'll have to come up with something to fix that. Let's see if we can just wrap this on around. I'm scoring it, so hopefully it will fold well. I might have to trim a little bit of that off. This is pulling. Let me let this dry a little bit before I do too much more. Burnish it. Just let that dry, and then I'll be back. All right, I've let it rest for a bit. Let's see. Maybe I should not have done it this way because it still doesn't want to stick. I think it's going to have to cure for like maybe 24 hours or so. And it's still pulling away up at the top. I shouldn't be able to just peel that off like that. Maybe I should peel it up and just put more Fabri-Tac. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, see. Ooh, that pulled that whole piece up. Yikes. All right. Let's take this off. If we can. Remember I said I considered taking this off in the beginning? If I could get it off. So let's remove it. All right, I'm gonna call that good. Now let's do the Fabri-Tac again. So if you are doing this with these same notebooks, try removing that tape off the spine if you're gonna do this, because it's not going to hold up. This would probably have been better with a different type of glue. Should I ink that edge while I have it up? I think I am. Let's do it. So you don't see just that white. Where's the black one? All right, now let's pull it down. The reason it's pulling up so easily is because this little piece that's overlapping is not enough to hold. It's too close to the fold. So it's not going to hold really tight until that glue really, really sets. So I guess I'm going to have to clip this in place. Okay, so let's let this dry and then revisit it. Basically, that's all I want to do. I'll probably add a pocket or two on the inside like I did previously. Other than that, it's fine. So next time I know to try and wrap a little bit more over the front cover, meaning this piece, I should start with the back piece, and also remember to take the spine off. All right, so let's let this dry and come back. I think it's pretty dry now. Took the clips off, folded it over. I still need to work on this back cover piece. And I did not do this the right way as far as covering a notebook. So that is why it was pulling. And it's, as you can see, it pops open. That's because the paper is pulling on the front. I'm not sure I can do anything about that at this point. I can work this spine area a little bit, but you can also see that it's pulling because you can see a little bit of the edge of the paper. So next time I know how to do a better job on these notebooks. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna trim a slither of this off because it's just slightly too long, I think. You can see there, it's got a little gap. So I'm going to trim a slither of that off. This was all impromptu. I did not know it was going to fit so well on the inside back cover, but it does. So I'm going to use that. Let's go ahead and glue that down. Now, I could probably use some tape here, but I'm not going to. Let's just go with the Fabri-Tac. So because I don't like the way this cardstock meets with the sticker paper, I'm going to use some washi to fix that. And I pulled all of these out to see how they would look. And I think I like this one the best. So let's see. I don't know if I want the black. I think I want the black on that side, and then I'm going to let it wrap around the page. Then it can be covered by whatever I put on the other side. So we need about that much. And I'm going to add some glue stick to it. I'm using the Scotch Create. Ooh, it's dirty. Oh my gosh. I haven't used it in a long time. Okay. Let me spray some water in the lid. That's usually what I do with my glue sticks, so that the lid doesn't get all gunky and gross. Okay, so then the next thing would be the inside cover. I kind of feel like I want to print on sticker paper and use sticker paper again. But let's see. What can I do with this? I'm getting my paper dirty. All right, let me go ahead and trim this down, and then we'll use this for the inside cover. Let's see if we can get this glued in place and still be able to close it, or do I need to trim some off? I think I need to trim some off, about 1/8 of an inch. So let's do that. Which way do I want it to go? I want it to go this way. Do I want to use tape? I'm going to use some tape. I'm going to use a smaller tape though, around the edge. Let's go ahead and remove the tape backings. I probably should put tape on one edge of this too, this edge. It's going to be close to the spine. All right, so we burnish the tape down. Just peel it off. Add the actual Fabri-Tac glue. I probably cut off too much. And I got this too close to the edge. Too far hanging over. It's just not my day today. I'm having a hard day. So I'm going to trim this off. Just make sure that's as straight as it can be. All right, I think we are done with the inside, front and back covers. If I decide to decorate with pockets, adding anything, I will do a separate video for that. Let's see how it looks. I'm going to put these on the inside of this too. Oh, all right, there it is. Kind of looks odd with that other notebook in there. Let me know what you think. Hopefully it will relax because I pulled the paper so tight. I shouldn't have done that, but that's what's causing it to flap open. So let me know what you think. I think it's pretty nice, considering I kind of hacked covering it. All right. If you cover your own notebooks or customize your notebooks, composition notebooks, let me know in the comments. If you have any tips you would like to share, drop them down in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And you may be interested in this other video. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.